Hey everyone, I am here to do another stretch routine for you. What you're seeing is the way that I've angled the camera. We're going to try and use the wall a little bit as an outside force so that we can use it as to help through some of the other stretches and give you some variations on things. But some of these things you've seen before, others there are variations of, and some things I've added. So hopefully you like it. Again, do them once through. If you want to do more, you can definitely do more times through, almost in a circuit fashion. So here we go. First one we're going to do, standing on your mat or standing nice and tall, arms up, and you're going to reach over, kind of pushing your arms this way towards the side. We're going to stretch right in through here and possibly a little bit in the lower back. You might get this in the hip a little bit. Some people, depending on how tight you are. So again, we're pushing this way, holding for 30 seconds, 45 if you like. And again, we're going to reach over and we're going to do the opposite side. Awesome. So the next one we're going to do is we're going to take both those hands, we're going to put them in the small of our back. We're going to rotate our shoulders backwards, so standing up nice and tall, sticking out that chest, and you're going to kind of push your shoulders backwards. You can use your hands in your lower back as a little bit of leverage, and you're going to rotate those shoulders backwards, stretching out the chest. Now, if you want, like I showed you last week, we can use the wall. You're going to place your hand on the wall, and you're going to rotate outwards. So hand behind you. I usually do it above the shoulder to get more of a stretch, and then do it on the opposite side. Whereas this one you can do just as is. We're going to go into a runner stretch. So using your hands on the wall, just like so. Foot behind you, heel on the floor, and you're going to lean forward till you get a stretch in your calf. Now, what you can do is we're going to get a little bit more of a stretch. We're going to add that stretch that we first did, which was up and over and then reach. So we're actually getting more of a cross X pattern happening. So we're getting our calf as well as we're getting the opposite arm. So opposite lats. And as you want to do it, you want to repeat on the other side, hold it for about 30 to 45 seconds. So same thing we did in previous weeks, that quad stretch. Standing, keep your knees as in line as possible and as close together as possible. Use your arm as balance if you'd like. If you want, like I said, you can always use the wall as a brace and bend this knee just a little bit to give you a little bit more balance. Same thing. 30 to 45 seconds, and we're going to switch sides. Again, same thing. You want to hold it 30 to 45 seconds on both sides. Again, using your core, holding everything nice and stable, and doing a little bit of balance. Awesome. Now, standing up nice and tall, if we're all working at home and things like that, we're sitting at a desk, what I always do to help with my wife, palm to the floor, tilt your head away from you, like you're pouring water out of your ear. Push that palm towards the shoulder, or towards the floor. You should be getting a stretch right in through here. If you're not, place your palm on the top part of your head and pull very lightly. Now you can do this while sitting in a chair, grabbing the bottom of the chair and doing the same thing, and you have that outside force as well. All right, what we're going to do now is that hamstring stretch. So sitting on the floor, feet out in front of you, reaching down, grabbing your shins, ankles, or toes. And again, we're going to hold for 30, 45 seconds. And like I said, you can do this multiple times. I'm finding too is that my lower back is starting to get a little tense. So this helps a lot as well because my hamstrings are getting a little on the tighter side. So this definitely helps with the lower back, keeping our flexibility in our lower body and reducing any stress in our lower back. Last one I want to do, which we haven't done, is the groin. So inside thigh. Yeah, inside thigh. So we're gonna go elbows on the inside part of our knees, grabbing our ankles, and we're gonna lean forward and push down. Some people may get this, some people won't. If you don't get this, you can kind of move your arms further in, makes it a little easier. Further out, makes it a little harder. But again, what we want to try and do is to get more out of it too, is if you're just in that stable position, just lean forward a little bit. Okay, try not to shrug the shoulders. Again, we're holding 30, 45 seconds. And ideally, if you're not getting this stretch, what you can do is make sure you're doing it, and that way what we're doing is we're actually maintaining the flexibility and mobility that we currently have. All right, if you want, you can do it multiple times, as many circuits as you want, and hopefully this helps. Again, it doesn't take long, and what I normally suggest is that you do all these stretches right after a hot shower or right after a hot bath, and then go straight to bed. You should feel nice and relaxed and well rested the next day. Take care, have a good one. Be safe.